consolidated a little bit. So I thought, maybe we could go up from there.
That's not deep enough of a pullback, right?
No, no, it's really not.
Okay, cool. Moving on.
Yeah. And then the next one, I took this here after seeing this. We had an even bigger move up on this side. So I, figured, why not just take a stab at it? We've had, this downtrend for quite a bit. Maybe we could see a reversal here. Kind of the same setup. We have a little break of structure.
Yep.
And then consolidation here.
Do me a favor.
Yep.
Go to your left chart and go to a 1 hour. Does that still look like a big overextended down move on the daily?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, yeah, if you put everything together, yeah, but on the daily, I mean, it's not a point where it's like, holy shit, I mean, we're overextended.
Like, at least like on the higher time frame, I was, because, I tried kind of long on the way down. I figured, maybe this area would be a better, a better area to go long at. But, I took it like all the way down, like through all this right here, which, I mean, I guess you say this would be like a, sort of like a gap, I guess. Like, I mean, if it's on the way down, you would expect this area to get filled all the way. I took longs all the way down this side.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then, so that was my second trade. I got out break even on that because it didn't look like it was going to run, so I just got out as soon as I could. So I guess that was good. And then this one here.
Sorry, go back to your previous trade.
Yep.
All right. So show me the break where the LB happened.
Let's say around here.
Yeah, and you got long where?
Right about here. So kind of a pullback consolidation.
Still not deep enough, right?
Yeah.
So the one over, go to your right. That big wick to the downside.
This one.
Yeah, that one right there. That would be a better entry. Even if it's a little bit higher, right? At least it's below that break.
Right.
Whether you mitigate risks is a completely different story at that point.
Right. I mean, I could have waited for a deeper pullback, I guess, but then, I mean, what I've noticed, for at least from the last couple of days, like the trades that I've missed was because I was waiting for, a bigger pullback before taking it, and then the move would just happen on a smaller pullback and just leave without me,
Right.
So I guess in this case, I was kind of jumping the gun a little bit, trying to, just say, get in and then see what happens, I guess.
Yeah.
Ultimately, didn't work out, so. And then this area down here was kind of interesting because consolidating in quite a tight range, and then get this huge move up. I would consider this a break of structure. I mean, on the 5 seconds at least.
Yeah.
And then we did get a pretty nice pullback. The reason I got long here was because I guess it was like at the 50% of this. It was a 50% retracement of this up move. So I figured, you know what? Why not? The issue is I didn't put my stop at the low of day, which I should have, honestly. I went in with my usual, I think it was like a 2-point stop, I think. Let me see. Yeah, so I went in with my usual 2-point stop. I should have been more aware that, like, the low of day was pretty close. I should have just, placed my stop at the low of day, I guess.
Can you zoom out just a tad so I can see the structure?
Sure.
All right. Zoom out even more. Like, just scrunch it up. Yeah. Okay. Stop there. If you're going to play a 5-second break of structure, right, where does it happen?
I would say here, right?
Yeah, it broke it right there. So the 50% is actually way down there, right? So it's, yep, there, somewhere around there. And you would have had a decent trade. Now, I don't mind your entry on the second one. That's, you can call that a continuation, but you're also looking for something much lower than that, right? So that was the test of the break, but that's not the test of the current impulse move.
Right.
Right. So you can go a little bit lower, and I still think your stops need to be better.
Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I guess, I mean, like, I was a little bit impatient today, I guess, just because, I just haven't been taking as many trades as I want. And I guess that kind of affected me, so I don't know if you could call that revenge trading or what, but
No, it's just
it's weird.
You're just ready to get in, and that's it. So, okay, keep going.
Yeah, and then this was the last trade of the day. So, I got stopped out there, I kind of like pissed, I guess, because, it went up right after I got stopped out. Like,
And
to
your
the front.
revenge trade. Yep.
Yeah. So I decided to re-enter. I mean, the setup here was just to re-enter on a pullback, I guess. And then we had this nice pullback. I waited for, a nice green candle going up and then entered on this side.
Yep.
Mitigated risk up here. And then I was considering waiting a little bit before taking the next two off. But I decided to just take it off like right here, I guess. Because it was getting like, really close to where
You entered.
it was. I mean, I got out like right at my entry, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so I took two off there and then waited a little bit and then took two more off here.
Okay.
That was that trade. Yeah.
Go to your left chart on Ninja and change that. Is that a 1 minute or 1 hour?
That's a 1 minute.
Okay, perfect. All right. So go to the start of the session. Show me the first line break that occurs.
Did the downside?
Whatever, obviously you were trying to get long, so let's just find a long line break.
That would probably be on this side. Like an actual, like on the 1 minute.
On the 1 minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the 1 minute.
It would be this right here.
Okay. Let's see. What time is that? I can't really see it.
10:11.
Central?
Sorry, 11:11 Central. Or actually, no.
9:11
Central. Yeah.
Okay. So that wouldn't be a break. Reason being is because although there was a new high that created a new low, right? So your wick's a little bit faint. But if you zoom in onto that 1 minute, right? What was the high that created that low?
This one.
Yes.
Right.
But it's not a really significant high in a sense where structurally it doesn't look that significant, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just keep going past them. But even if you wanted to, right? Again, we already kind of talked about it, that you were very, very late on that entry. Like on the 5 second, right? You were late on that entry.
Yeah. What, you mean this one?
Which side are you looking at?
On the right side.
No, that one right there.
This one?
Yeah, because the break comes in if you keep going, right there, right? The break is
Like
and you should have you should have been down there, right? So, but it's fine. Let's just keep on looking at the 1 minute. Go back to the 1 minute. Find me the next line break.
Broke that. The next line break to the upside would probably be.
Come to time.
There's not really any clear ones, I guess. But
Oh, because you're on MES, right?
I am on MES, yeah. But
Okay.
maybe 10:29. There's a break here. There's this high that was made by this low.
No. No. Keep going. Because look, that high that made that low, it was not the lowest low. That's the lowest low, right? So up there, where you actually got out of your trade, that would have been, that would have been the high. So keep on moving forward until we break that high, which we don't. Do we create a new low? We do, right there, right? Where's the new low right there? Point to it.
Right here.
Before that. Yep.
Before that would be this.
Yeah, for now. So where's the now the significant high?
Would be this right here.
Yep. But now that we made that newer low, the first one you pointed to, so point to, I believe it's 11:01 your time, 11:01 your chart time.
Yeah, this.
One over. Sorry. Ooh, what the fuck happened?
Fast forward a little bit. Here.
No. 11:01 was right. You're right. It's just one candle over.
Yeah.
Right. So we created a new low right there.
Yeah.
That's the new low. So where's the significant high?
This one right here.
Yeah. Or even that white candle, right? To the left.
This one?
No.
This one.
Yeah. Maybe even that one, right? Because that's like the apex of that range, right?
Yeah.
So where do we break that?
About here.
Yep. And where's the pullback?
Right here.
Okay. So let's mark that time. When it broke. What time did it break?
11:09.
Okay. Go to your 5-second chart and look at 11:09. Okay, and then let's look at a pullback into below that break, right? So that break happened at what price? Look at the no. Right, yeah, right there. What price is that?
41.21.25.
Okay. So 41.21.25. Okay, go to your 5-second chart.
Yep.
Okay. Are we at the same time? Okay. Cool. Now, let's look for a line break here. And for a test, 41.21.25. So it has to be below that, right? And it has to be basically in between that and the low of the day. So where does the line break happen? It happens. It actually breaks the high of the breaking candle, right? Which is too high. Yeah, right there. It's too high. So let's wait for a pullback. We're not going to get that. Pullback there steals liquidity, right? At that point, that's considered a bottom tick wiki woo, right? And you're looking. Yes. Now you can either do two things. You can either enter on that, which Harvey loves to do. I don't have an issue with that, as long as you don't do it all the time. It has to be coupled with something, just like this line break thing has to be coupled with something. Mm-hmm. But now you're looking at a 5-second structure to see where you can get in. Now zoom out just a tad. No. Zoom out, not. Yep. Go to your drag the chart backwards. Yep. Okay. Cool. So we see a line break, a test, breakout, and here's a test, right? So go back to that steal liquidity.
Here.
How many times did it touch that low before we broke and stole liquidity on that?
Twice only, right? Like it bottom tick twice.
Yeah, but prior to that, where's that? One.
Oh, you mean these?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Yep. So we still liquidity. We can get that. It's not a line break per se, right? Mm-hmm. Because they're equal highs and equal lows at that steal liquidity. Those 2, 3, 4 candles, right? But it pops up, retests that area. Now, no. Lower. Where they stole liquidity?
Here?
No, where they stole liquidity.
You mean here?
Yep. So you know how you see that flat top? Yeah. Right. No, lower. The same candle as those liquidities being stolen.
Here?
To the left, couple. Yep, right there. So you see how it pops up above that and it stays?
Wait.
And it doesn't drop.
Pops up above this right here?
Yeah, let me copy your thing and draw it out for you. So here, give me 1 second. second. I'm gonna use red. So this is flat top. Oh, shoot, too thick. Okay. I'm gonna send it out right now. I need more screens when I'm helping you guys. I need more screens.
Same. I'm only using one right now.
All right, go look at that picture and then bring it up so that, yeah, open it in browser so everyone can see it. All right, so that flat line is that flat top I was talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Number one is the still liquidity. Number two is trying to get back up. And number three is trying to get back lower. Now, we're seeing number three fail. So if you want to get in on that, you can, right? And that would probably be maybe a 3 or 4 tick stop loss only. And this is a very, small stop loss.
Yeah.
You might get stopped out multiple times. However, what I was trying to get you to recognize is that you should be using a higher time frame break a structure to then get into the 5 second, unless we are right up against a level, major level at that. Then you can use something else.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, you don't want to go too low because you could potentially just get screwed like you did today.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you could have done that, and how would it have panned out? I don't know. Do you know? Would that have worked? Go back to your ninja chart. So if you would have taken that, how would it have panned out? Yeah, you would have done decent.
Yeah, I mean,
at least risk mitigated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go to the standard. You shouldn't be trading there. Blah 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 blah. Right. But yeah. So do this. Go to yesterday right at the open.
You want me to do it on NinjaTrader or can I do it on TradingView?
Up to you. If it's easier for NinjaTrader or TradingView. Yeah. On a 5 second chart, please.
Oh, on a 5 second? Alright, then we gotta do the other one.
Okay.
So yesterday at the open?
Yeah.
Before back here. Would be here. Yeah.
Okay. So what level is that right there?
Oh, this was the major level, 4187.
Yep. So that's on the MES, right?
Yeah.
MES was kind of fucked up.
Wig.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Fine. Zoom in on right at the open, anytime at the open, right? Or even before that. That's fine too. But anyways, just go to the open. Is that the open?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. So show me a break. Where what high is responsible for that low?
You could see either this high or actually this high right here.
No, it's the other high. The previous high that you. Yep, that one. But nonetheless, right? It doesn't really matter which one you actually chose, and I'll explain to you why it's that one and not the previous ones. But look at how it broke that, and what did it do? It retraced back in. Right?
Came back all the way back down here.
Yeah, which is exactly which is exactly where you want it, where it's retracing deep into whatever you're looking at. The point of me pointing this out to you is you can use a 5 second if we're against a level, just for a quick little a little quickie, right? You're not looking for, you could be looking for hundreds and hundreds of points, but if you don't have higher time frame confirmation, you could just, take that. And that wick was bullshit. I don't even think that was real, to be honest. Yeah, I was waiting for that to happen too. Anyways, but you get what I'm saying. So I don't want you doing a 5-second, Chia, unless we're up against the level and you see the price action on it.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, if you've done the 1 minute thing that we just did, the 1 minute drill, like let's just say you really want to take it, which I still advise you not to, right? But if you are, use multiple time frame analysis where, okay, well, I'm waiting for the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, I don't know, whatever, to break. Then you can jump down to a much lower time frame to get it. Right. Because any kind of low time frame will effectively screw you.
Yeah, you're right.
So just be careful on that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I was even in like the right headspace to be trading.
You meditated, bro.
I mean, I did meditate, but it's like, well, I mean, I was in the right headspace, but like,
yeah,
I was just like, take that trade, just take that trade, that kind of thing.
I haven't really been taking that many trades either, so I get it. I get what you mean about, wanting to just get into a trade. Yeah.
And it's also because, like, I mean, like, I see some setups and then I don't take it. And then I look back and I'm like, wait, that was like a setup right there. Like, why didn't I take that? And then, like, sometimes, like, I'll see it in real time and, hesitate too much and then the move happens before I can even go in.
Yeah,
so,
I completely get it. I mean, again, it's happened. Sorry, go ahead, Harvey, what'd you say?
I just said, I wouldn't mind I'm going to chime in here for a second. Get what you're in, Chia, and especially after what happened yesterday. Everybody and their mother is expecting more of that yesterday's magic to happen. It's not going to. It's just producing FOMO.
Yeah.
Everybody, like, it comes down and it's really hard and you're like, oh fuck, I wish I had got that. I would, even if you're looking at it from not even trading yesterday and you come in today and you're like, the fuck, right? Like, I want more of that, and then you just go again, and then realistically, wasn't much to be had here today. There was,
I guess, well, unless, like, you shorted in, early in the session, like, all this is all, like, fuckery, right?
Yeah.
That's what I kind of mean, right? Like,
yeah.
And everybody was probably a little bit gun shy because it went down so far yesterday. To take another short on, like a short on a short, I don't know where Specs is lately. Well, he's at work, never mind. But he would have the odds or stats on that. 2 back-to-back big days like that isn't as common as you would think. So a lot of people were probably under that assumption as well. Like, even, well, look at our Zero, he was still looking for a long the whole time, and realistically, you just said it, the only move was short this morning.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking for a long, but don't forget, I didn't take it.
I'm not knocking
no, I get it.
I'm just saying, like, the general, like, this is, like, people are thinking.
Yes.
This is what I'm trying to do, is trying to reduce how I can use, like,
robots
market
or whatever, like
human nature
China,
analysis.
like for police
Yeah.
or something.
What they're going to want to do, it's like Travis.
And they said they want to put like guns on them.
Maybe that was
why they
the
want to
whole
merge
deal
over,
with
but I can
defund
see that
the
they want
police. And now they gonna.
So carry on. Say what you're going to say, Zero.
Probably.
No. I'm just saying this.
The guy who's talking.
I'm not
I didn't want
harping.
you to feel like that. Like, I don't want to make you feel like you have to defend
people
that.
started going against the government, then
Probably
the
bang on,
police
right?
officers, they
going
won't.
up. It's just
not all of them are
the
gonna
finesse
work
of
for
the
the
timing of it
government.
is
They
gonna be
might turn
fucking
on
hardcore.
them, and
Yeah.
the robot dogs won't.
I feel like
then they can turn them.
Like, they won't.
it's perfectly fine
Yeah.
that you want to take that long. I get it because you saw what happened yesterday, and you're seeing what happened overnight. But let's just play it out really quick. Asia opens. London couldn't even get 50% of Asia, which is at roughly about 41.60, and it just falls in. I'm still looking for a long, but you need to have location. That's why I didn't want to harp on you, Chia, because I kind of feel like you already knew. I didn't need to tell you like what the fuck are you doing taking it long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like you knew already. Like I know I messed up. I wanted to take a stab anyways. Right?
Yeah, I mean that was like, I mean, the point was, just take a stab at it and see what happens, I guess.
Yeah, I completely understand that, and I know how that feels. But we both know that's wrong, so I didn't need to.
Right.
I don't need to lecture you on that.
Yeah.
But what I was trying to show you is like, if you have that inclination, at least start practicing your multiple time frame analysis.
Right.
Okay.
But like, what? I guess what I want to know is like, how many attempts, like, or not attempts, but like, when do you know that your thesis is wrong, right? Like, like what? Like, I guess my question is like, why did I take 4 tries at going long when we've been going down the entire day?
That's just a psychology thing, because you're not even supposed to take 4 tries.
Right, exactly. It's like 2 tries max at a thesis, right? If it doesn't work,
that's the human nature. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you're looking for a bottom. You're trying to pick bottoms.
Yeah,
and that's the human nature.
Exactly.
Chasing price action at the bottom. Plus, you already had this other feeling from like say whatever days ago. You feel
right, like I mean, like look at the last
it,
couple of days. Like we've just been fucking.
No, I mean you want to take more trades though. Like you said that. You're like, I feel like I should be take. And that seed was planted many days ago, not just yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
No, that's been planted like weeks.
And the combination of this move today, maybe, right? I'm just trying to, this is, I sort these things. I try to sort them out in my head of why I do things that you do. And then I try to improve on it. Like, why did I tell my wife to move when she was standing right in front of me and I was carrying something heavy? I should have just stood there and not said anything or walked right around her. So that's what I'll do in the future. I'll say, look, man, you're in the way. Fuck, man. Get out of the way.
Right.
It's not the right thing to say to your wife when she's standing in the way, oblivious to everything. Yeah. Sorry, I wrapped a little something in there, too.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, like, why didn't I just short this in the morning? When, like, I already, like, I could see the trend. Like, you always say, never fade the trend, right? Mm-hmm. We've been having a downtrend for the last, like, so many fucking days. And my inclination was to go long. Why?
Because we're all like that. Everyone's like that. Because to short here feels a lot more wrong. Or
actually, no, exactly. It's like it feels wrong to short it, but you're not fading the trend. Like you're going with the trend, right?
Well,
and
technically, yeah. Go ahead.
Like, see, like, I mean, if you look on the 1 hour, right? We were up here during Asia.
Mm-hmm.
We broke all that, had a nice pullback, and I was still looking to go long, like even after seeing all this and like I already said, like okay, I wanted to short it, like I mean, like go with the trend, right? And I still didn't do it.
Is this yes?
This is a yes.
On an hourly, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, man, it's just what we do. To be honest,
I'm just ranting here, dude. Fuck.
No. Everyone is susceptible to shit like that. But I just wanted to show you that. I have to hop off because I need to fucking go break my fucking fast.
Please eat, man. Fucking 3 days, bro. Holy shit.
I'll try to be back later to talk to you guys about that market structure, specifically Vchia, because it seems like there's still a little bit misunderstanding as far as what counts.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll run that by you guys later. I really gotta eat. I got hunger fucking things. All right, guys.
All right, later, man.
All right. You guys can continue to talk though, but I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm not doing no fasting. No.
No, fuck no, dude. There's no reason to, at least for me.
It makes me feel like shit.
Yeah,
same. You know what I mean? It's like, it makes me feel like shit. Look at that, what I just posted there. This is from some sort of snippet from something. Read that and kind of think about that for a second.
So are you saying like take your profits quick if you're trading against the trend, and let it run when you're trading with it? That's what I got from that.
Okay, or it's okay to get on the trend. You know what I mean? At almost any time. It's just
Right. Okay, I see what you mean.
You know what I mean? Like it's like I always feel like I'm chasing. Right? Realistically, in a trend, if you zoom out and you say, look, and I wanted 4,200 or something, you're like, was I chasing at all? Like when you zoom out, like no, I fucking missed it by 10 ticks. Like what the hell is 10 ticks on a? You see what I mean? So if you had shorted it this morning at any place almost, is a good place to short it.
Yeah.
The open pullback at 935, right? And you're like, oh, they're not going any higher, and they went down. And even if, like, let's just say, see that open pullback, go to 934.
9:34 Eastern.
Eastern. I'm gonna zoom in on it a bit.
Yeah.
You just pull back 935 or whatever it is, right? You see that? So it's pulling back. Okay, now go down to the bottom of that bottom pivot on the left, right? See that? It's at like 41.3370 something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just say we took that fucking breakout, but like the breakdown, that you were 20 ticks late.
Yeah.
20 ticks late on that breakout. I'm just saying. Well, let's measure it the bottom side of it. It's 55 ticks of profit. So what is that? That's still fucking 2 to 1.
Yeah.
2.5 to 1. You see what I mean? And when you're in the trend, I feel I would chase my stop down on it as fast as possible. It would just be another management style, right?
Right.
And then and would chase my stop down on it, and I would just keep chasing it, and I probably would have got here, stopped out for 40 ticks. Risk. You look at risk, and I draw on it. I don't know if zero is going to apply. I don't think you would go for this, but I mean, everybody, Fat Cat, Zero, every single person has a hard time trading once the trend is established and going. Seem to just stop and give up. There's got to be a way to get onto that, because realistically, if you look at a percentage of days that are a trend day or have a big trend section versus days that are choppy, like I don't know what it is. Maybe it's all 50-50-50, but I have no idea. Right? Maybe it's all 25% across the board. Trend day, chop day, two-way day, fucking, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. There's ticks left on the table here is what I'm looking at the markets overall. Like for my trading, I'm like, fuck man, there's a lot of ticks there. Well, I don't know. I would trail my stop in tight. Here, I guess that's catching a knife. That's what that is. So whoever caught you, I don't know, whoever said it, catching the knife, right? That may not be the best. Don't catch a falling knife. That may not be the best advice. Almost, it's like buy low, sell high. It's like want to do that, but it's not a job that can't be done. You got to be able to take a little more confirmation, in a sense. It happened, and that breakout of that 934 thing was the confirmation. We were going down. Plus, we could start adding in, like I would have to look at a bunch of other shit right now to see if that would add in. 934. 934 Russell had a pivot, right? 934 Dow Jones had a pivot. There's the one that fucked you, right? Yeah. So 934 NQ did not have a pivot showing higher pricing. That would have thrown me off of that simple breakout trade, whatever it was on ES.
I mean, I guess, there was more of a short setup in NQ than in ES, I feel. Because you actually had like a break of structure near the high bins. And you had a nice
you see the whatever you want to call that, the top, and then the middle top, and then down?
Yeah.
Yeah, on almost any time frame you'd be able to see that, right?
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I would note would be like, okay, so ES started showing us the way. Russell started showing us the way, and we had that breakdown of that same kind of pivot was suggesting an ES. We had that breakdown at 10 minutes later. That's when NQ started to break down, right? So now we've got a kind of confirmation of everything's kind of going down. NQ is the last. So then you could have potentially maybe gone short NQ. That simple breakdown again of that whatever 656 or something. Like, I'm kind of zoomed out, so don't quote. 655, 13,655. That breakdown of that area on NQ, that could have been the short.
Yeah.
Oh, it would have came right back to you, so you would have felt like dog shit again. I don't know. Like you said, what did you say when you read that quote? Take your profits.
Let it run if you're going with the trend, and take your profits early if you're trying to fade it.
Right.
So I guess, like, in this case, you know, you would have been out pretty quick.
Oh.
Or actually, no. I mean, you'd be going with the trend, so you'd be letting it run.
Yeah. You'd be going with the trend, but the NQ would have started coming back against you, and you would have.
Yeah. I would have been spooked for sure.
I don't know. Trading's hard.
Yeah. Anyone else trade anything today?
I had that same Euro trade that Zero did,
Oh yeah.
but it failed. Got pretty good risk on it, so I don't feel that bad about it. It ended up slipping on me, though. I don't trade the fucking Euro. I just tried to give it a go to help Zero test this or whatever, but I mean...
Were you live trading it, or?
Oh, the Combine, right? The Combine.
Okay.
I thought I'd just do it on the Combine. I wouldn't put it on real money, for sure. Kept jumping back to the other indices, though, to see if I was making the wrong choice, kind of thing, like wrong timing. If I'm already tied up with the Combine, if I'm already tied up with the the Euro or something, I won't be able to take anything else, right? So
Yeah.
I was kind of always looking at that in the back of my mind as well. But everybody else, post it. Here, Cosmo, anybody? Did anything?
Yeah, I've been, I took a trade in a London session today in the morning. It was just a scalp, like everything is a scalp, to be honest. So nothing like related to the price action or anything, like only price action on the DOM and the scalping. And on NQ I set up a new rule of 2 point stop maximum. I try, like, I'm studying a new system, something I've been noticing from reviewing and doing the replays on the videos. I think I can, like the objective is to be able to make the stop like maximum at 2 points, like 8 on NQ. With what I'm trying to do right now, so maybe mixing it with but I'm also watching like the lagging, like when NQ is lagging behind. That's it doesn't happen a lot, but I am still like watching it. So yeah.
Jedziecie wszyscy?
A co próbujesz kupić?
Kupić, no, bo to się tak wybiło. Zrobiło consolidation i się wybiło. No i ja takie lubię kupić i żeby wróciło z powrotem. Nie chcę za bardzo iść. Tak mi się wydaje, że to może na dół jeszcze iść z tego co widzę.
It's gonna go up.
Chia, for your Ninja Trader, have you done the update, the last update? Did they ask you about it?
Yeah, they did, but I think they said the update you have to update it by June 23rd or something, right? So I haven't done it yet. No.
Yeah. I just received a notification about the update.
Yeah, I'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He winked at me.
Like like that's the hard thing. Like to find the system, that's very hard to be honest. Like
Yeah.
that's what takes time, man. You know, like in the reviewing and like doing just the replay and stuff, that's hard. Like to do it every day, every
Mhm.
single day to review all the trades done and rewatch the price action, etc. It's hard, but like it's a must in order like to like just to understand why we enter and why we execute and stuff.
Right.
You know. Brian, a new thing I've been noticing something on the DOM that will like happens every time. I'm trying to play only that game. I find myself like trying sometimes like even like I noticed like when I'm not like having the exact thing I'm looking for, I'm losing money. If
Mhm.
it's like the FOMO of like I have 1, 2, 3, 4 elements, for example. Sometimes I have 3 elements, so I enter, then I lose money, for example. Then my stuff
Right.
get hit. Like I noticed that when I'm very sharp with the rules, with that entry, like I have more probability to go higher. And I noticed another thing. NQ on the DOM on the London session is way easier than New York session.
Mhm.
Like the thing I am watching right now, a small step up on the DOM is kind of the I don't know, is it the market making algos or something like that, the liquidity algos or something like there is something that happens. Like I noticed that with observation. Whenever it happens, the price reverse at least like 5-6 points, or it can
Pokaż
like
mi
it can
owoc.
reverse for another runner or something like
Miał
that.
powinnaś ten
I
trade
noticed
tak
that like
ponosić. Look,
especially
here.
on the on
No, but
London
like
station with
when
low
when
volume,
you go somewhere.
it's like you can notice it
So
very
yeah.
easily on NQ on the London station. The New York session is kind of hard because everybody's hitting up and down, especially on NQ due to volatility.
Right. So
But
you're saying
still,
it's
that
less volatile on the during the London session, and that way
what
it's
you said,
easier.
yeah,
You're saying that it's less volatile on the London session. That's why it's easier.
yeah. It's less volume, less tricky, less like it's easier. Let's be honest. Like from what I've been noticing, like right now I've been watching it, I think it's easier on the London session, especially for the NQ, because you can see who's moving the markets and the orders that are getting like executed. But in New York, like everybody's hitting size, like the buyers and sellers, everybody's hitting the size, which I think like maybe maybe my edge is only on London session. Who knows? Like I don't know. That could be the like the shift on everything. It's like trying to find same setup on the New York session. I did took some scalps. It worked. It worked, but it's very tricky. Like for example, if I have 4 confirmations or 4 elements that confirm that reversal on London session, I need 6 or 7 confirmations on New York. If you see what I mean, like I need to add
Right.
like 2 or 3 elements. Like for example, the area where that thing happens, like it should not happen in the middle of nowhere or something like that. Better wait for the edges of the
And I think they're going
edge
with
of the some micro volume profiles. Or for example, if you have a move down, for example, like the price goes down 10 ticks, then goes up 5 ticks. you should not take it. You for example, you need to wait that last tick, that the last tick down that got hit to be retested. It's like taking the reversal from the first time when it's virgin, if you see what I mean. Like if it goes down, then it come back. It's very hard to take the, for example, the reversal to the upside for continuation. It gets tricky. But yep.
No, continue. I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. So some things like that I'm trying to observe and record and see, like if it's really something that I can leverage. I don't know if someone have an idea about the liquidity how can I call it, the liquidity algos or something like that, algos that provide liquidity into the market, like when price is overly extended just on a shorter time frame. I don't know if someone have an idea about how that works.
Joey.
Probably ask numbers that you would probably know.
Yeah, he probably knows. I think that's so.
I mean, he works with market makers, so I assume.
Yeah, like
like,
because those
yeah,
people
like-
are looking. Sorry, Chia, go ahead, sorry.
No, I'm saying he might have like hands-on experience with that kind of stuff because he works with market makers.
Yeah. Because like they put the price go up or go down. Like they need to like keep the market liquid. So if one can notice when they are in play and not other participants into the market, that could be a game changer in my opinion. Like if one can know, I know it's quite impossible in my opinion, but from what I'm looking right now, from just observing what happened, a certain pattern that happens on the DOM, I see that
we would have
there
to
is
double. Well, we would have to double check with Fat Cat, but I'm pretty sure he calls that one the inventory flush. If you know what Fat Cat does, he believes that I believe, like, you don't. We're gonna have to double check with him, but I think he believes that these bigger retail traders or what have you trade very similar to the way he does. He bankrolls his positions. That inventory flush is them getting paid before they're going to take it up higher. Lower,
Exactly.
or whatever, right? So they get paid, so now they can take the more risk that they were shooting for. Fat Cat does that. He pays himself so he can expand his risk. Like,
Yeah.
if he gets paid 6 ticks, that means he can be 6 ticks on top of his normal stop long and still feel pretty good about it. Right?
Yeah.
And he does that again and again and again until he's payrolled or paid off the mistakes that he's made, and then he'll go and then he can start with a bigger stop while he's trying to finesse the entry of a bigger move. Sometimes never comes.
Yeah.
That's the part that everybody the disillusion of it. That same with Zero. The fucking moves that he's trying to teach us to take won't happen all the time. You have to have the experience, maybe the guts, the behind the wheel to know when you should cut it and when you should do what you need. Like, you know what I mean? It's not just even in the management style. It's not just one way to trade this. Like, you know what I mean? You don't just hold it like this, like risk mitigation 1, and now risk mitigation 2. Okay? And then there's going to be it's not so easy as the job is, put the piece of material in the machine, step on the pedal, and put the thing in the bucket. Like, working at a factory is like no, there's nothing really black and white about this trading thing. The more I keep going into it, it's like there's so many ways to do it. That is what, in knowing which way to do it, which time, Which is, you know what I mean? That's what's proving to be the really fucking challenging part. Every time you cut it on a scalp, the thing runs. Every time you think you got a runner, you should cut it as a scalp. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's like the market knows when you buy at the bottom, it knows you did that and it sells. Why does it always go in my face? I know we're getting better. I mean, when you first started, why does it go, how does it know? How does it know to fuck me?
Yeah.
Right?
I
It's
can, you know, Harvey, what I'm this pattern I'm talking about on the DOM. Like the thing is, you know, the sweep with market sweeps.
Huh.
It's like finding it's whenever I have this setup, like there is a high probability of the price sweep in my direction. Like it jumps. If you see what I mean, it's kind of a pressure point. It's much of just it takes, for example, to catch one single trade, it takes between 5 and 15 minutes, sometimes 20-25 minutes to catch one single trade. Let me share with you and show you example like of this morning trade and why I think like the London session is more in my opinion gives that signal more better. Like here the price was, do you see the screen, guys?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so the price was playing around this curve kind of. And what you will notice, it's gonna come to a certain point here, it gets stuck. But like this is tick compression. Every 2 ticks is 1 tick. Like every 2 you know, like 2 ticks equal 1. Yeah, on the Nasdaq for to make it like to watch the action more precisely. Because if I keep it normal, like it's gonna go all the ways like up and down, up and down. So this is like I've been watching this action for like I think it took 6 minutes since the open. So after taking that 6 minutes, I know the price goes down. Didn't give me the entry here for my pattern. So price goes up, started to go up slowly. This is London, so it's kind of not that not very how can I say that, not very volatile. So right now I'm just waiting for the price to get stuck either to the downside or the upside. I don't have a bias. Like right now, you see this movement right here. When it printed, like we have this move, like it couldn't get beyond the 9s here. You can see it gets stuck here. You see, like they try to uptick, but they are down ticking. They try. You see that they try. It's kind of something is blocking here, and don't want the price to go lower. So again, same thing. Like the price is here. Like the if you want a market order, you need it above or you need it under. It's like the price is between those two. If you see it, guys, like something like that. And price trying to go up, but it's getting stuck down around here. So now I know that there is a sweep coming. Like I'm sure that there is a high probability of a sweep coming with a 2-tick stop, like just above where the last price it's printed. Like you see something like that. This is like the thing I'm watching right now, and I'm testing like only that. Like if I can try to hit that with size, for example, this is two contracts on NQ, but just playing this quick move, if you see what I mean.
Right.
Just due
So
to
you're
the
in and
like.
out really quick then.
Excuse me, Vchia, what you said?
I'm saying like you're in and out really quick, so you're like scalping for like 5-6 points on NQ.
Yeah, exactly. Like 5-6 points. Even if it gives me like 3 points, like I have a 2-point stop maximum.
Right.
A 2-point stop maximum, and that stop is just a safety stop, like a 2-point stop, and it's a safety stop, like 1.5, 2 points. Like with slippage, it's maximum 3 points on slippage. Like if I can, for example, be able to leverage that and like plus other higher time frame setups of course and stuff. But if I can, for example, know exactly when it can switch, when it can reverse and switch down or up, like right now it gave the sweep, then it continue up. So I don't care. Like I don't care about it. Like
So how
it,
long have you been working on
but
that?
at the same time, it require kind of the. Do you still listen to me, guys? Do you hear me,
Yeah,
guys?
no, I'm asking like how long have you been working on
Hello,
that? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
hello, guys.
I can hear both of you.
I don't think Cosmo can hear me. Can you hear me now, Cosmo? Hello?
Chia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I heard him. Yeah, like you say, he probably doesn't hear us.
Do you hear me now, guys?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you. Oh, I hear you.
Okay. Cool,
Wait,
cool, cool. No, I was
Yeah.
just asking you, how long have you been working on that setup?
Actually, like watching the last like 2 months, like let's say 40 days, the last 40 days. But I was playing it before only
Mhm.
on the PlayStation. But what I've noticed earlier, like I was trying, my mind was trying. It's kind of it happens to anyone. Like, am I gonna just take 4 points, 5 points on Nasdaq? That's make no sense. I want the 10 points, 15 points, and stuff. But thinking about it, like especially this weekend, also I was thinking about it and rewatched it, like my trades, too many trades, and that thing happens a lot.
Mhm.
It requires one thing, like just look at the DOM, like stay looking at it, because at a certain point, it's gonna give you an entry. It's not like scalping the buyers versus sellers, etc. No, you just it's a flow. You just watch the flow of when it's stuck, when it gets stuck, really stuck. It's stopped. You know, it's going down, 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 and it stopped. It start to backtick.
Mhm.
Either it's going up and backtick to the down, or going down and backtick to the highs. Like it doesn't, like volume doesn't mean anything in this situation because it's kind of a it's systematic, you know, and you have a very precise risk. You know when you're wrong. Like one tick, imagine one tick on NQ will tell you if you're wrong or right. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's what like I'm trying to see. Like right now, I took some trades. I focused yesterday and today on it. Like took some trades. It was good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's more than that, man. I've been doing tick drills like for more than that, more than 1 month. But I think like just the observation and watching it, I think there is something about it. I think there is something about it. I don't know. Maybe it's just but like what it happens every day. It happens every day. It happens every day. That's what like even if I'm not trading it and I'm trading other setups, for example, on the DOM and reading like differently the DOM and the orders that are coming in, coming out. Like for example, I'm executing, for example, 1 month ago on a certain setup, for example, or I'm not looking at the DOM. I'm looking for a chart price action setup, for example. And I'm watching, like I'm recording also the DOM because the DOM is an execution tool for me. So when that happens, I try to rewatch the same session with this, like with what I'm looking for right now. Like I'm looking for my setup, even if I'm not trading it live on that recording. But I find that it happens every time and each time. So maybe I'm getting crazy or something. I don't know. But I can see something. Like I can see it. I don't know. I don't know, guys.
I mean, like Zero said, if you can see it and it works for you, then don't change it, right?
Exactly. Like maybe I've been like, because I've been studying the DOM. Let's be honest. I've been watching the DOM for quite some time now. Like I know there is something about it. I'm not saying. I know like there is randomness, like in everything regarding the markets. There is people that doing some things on the markets. Like there is some big hands, or I don't know, big people, big players that are doing tricks and stuff on the markets. And who's gonna like watch the DOM for 6 or 7 months every day, record it and rewatch it and see it? I don't know. In another another part of my mind tells me that it is possible to spot some things that they cannot hide from people that have been like familiar with the DOM and studied the DOM enough to notice some abnormal maybe actions or something like that. I don't know. Like this is just hypothetical. So, but for me, like watching 2-3 months of data with the same setup and repeating itself, I don't know. Like there is something about it, especially on NQ. Like NQ with 1.5 of risk, that's something. Like it means that there is something. Like it's not like having a 5-point minimum or like a 20 tick stop or something. Like it's between 6 and 8 ticks on NQ. It's not ES or something. I tried to do that on ES, like not the same setup, but it doesn't give it as clear on it as NQ, because I think it's due to volatility, and NQ shows his hands whenever it stalls better than ES, because ES is a slow market. And let's say, for example, for ES, for market makers, for example, to change direction of the market, like it can look like a continuation on ES. But for NQ, it's not the same, because we have, like, due to volatility, we have far away swing high from the swing low. Like on the ES, you can have a range of 6 ticks, but on NQ, you can have like a minimum of 12, 15, 20 ticks. So to do the reversal, I think you can spot it better than the ES, and especially with volume. Like volume on ES can play like 300, 400, and it's a continuation. Nothing is really happening. Like there is no, I mean, the volume isn't that significant in ES, I think, because like it can be a continuation play, but there is high volume on the lows, so we think it's a reversal or something like that. But that same volume played in the middle of the range, on the high of the range, or something like that. I don't know. And also, when it gets stuck, NQ to get stuck on one tick, it's not the same as ES getting stuck on one tick. ES gets stuck every time on one tick. It's not something that I think I can rely on, like to say that maybe this is a reversal or something.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting. I personally don't use the DOM, so I can't really comment on your setup and stuff like that. But I mean, I think it's cool that you put in so much work and time to discover these things.
Yeah, and I think I think I didn't waste time, to be honest. I
No,
feel
I mean,
that
I don't think
it's something.
a
It's
waste
like a
of time,
tool,
really.
like a sword in your hand or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, as long as you learn something from it, then it's not wasted time.
yeah. And I was making a mistake, to be honest. Like when you're trading and you're learning at the same time, you're cutting you're making your learning curve bigger, way bigger. Because if you try to learn and you trade at the same time, it's like you're gonna, especially on the DOM. I'm not talking about other setups. Like if you trade on the DOM and you try to learn at the same time, trade, like learn by trading it or learn by trading what you see, you're kind of uh, reading of the DOM. When you enter the position, will kind of change. You will not be objective regarding your position. You will not read the DOM or something like that. Yeah, that's not one.
Yeah, I think that kind of makes sense.
You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, trading itself is hard enough, so
I saw Harvey posting something.
it's funny. I'll be right back for a bit. I'm gonna grab something to eat and drink.
Okay, man.
I'll be back in like 30 minutes, I guess.
Okay, man.
All right, catch
See
y'all in a
you.
bit.
Yeah. Hey, Peter, have you took some trades today?
Yeah, I mean, one right now I took. Let me see. I took 2 attempts in Dow. Long. So that's my 2 attempts. I missed the one in NQ in the morning. Where am I now?
Yeah.
Yeah, when everything was selling off, I just missed that. I put in an order, just didn't get filled. Because it just went like, usually NQ will play around for a little bit, and I put it, it was just playing around my order, and I didn't get filled. Let me see if I can find it. Is that the one? Yeah, it just went without me. Let me see. So that was my first attempt in the morning, and I was kind of distracted after that. Even beforehand, I was a little distracted. I was helping my wife with computer and internet problems, but then I saw this trade, so yeah, like I said, usually NQ will play around a little more, and it didn't fill me and just went. I'm sure I wouldn't get the whole move down, but I would get I would get some of it. And now
you see right now NQ what is doing right now?
Yeah.
Like the extension to the highs compared to the others?
No, not really. I mean, right now I'm in a long in ES. I mean, one reason I took those longs in Dow is because when you when you look at that, around that time, all of them were up, like going up, and that was the only one extended to the downside, where the others, after that move up, that was the only one that extended below, made a new low for the day, whereas the others didn't. So that's why I longed. Tried to go long after that breakout. I thought it was just gonna be breakdown, like fake breakdown to the downside, and it's gonna go up. So I got stopped twice on it. Was very close on my second trade, or first one actually, to get risk mitigated. I needed only like 2 points. I mean, like almost 2 ticks. Because Dow moves in points, not like, you know, quarters. It moves in full points, so
Yeah.
it was only like 2 points away. So yeah, basically 2 ticks from risk mitigation. So that went a little lower, and then I took 2 stubs, actually 3 stubs at ES, and I'm still in the trade right now.
I see Russell lagging down, to be honest, in this situation.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, usually Russell usually leads. So I'm in it right now, the ES trade. I took 2 stabs at it earlier when it broke out. When you look at ES, it made kind of like a block, like a consolidation, where it had almost equal lows, not exactly, but within 2-3 ticks.
Yeah.
Starting at around 10 o'clock central. After the last low was when we got that big move up. So that was the first one. Then we got afterwards, we got like two more touches. We broke down while, well, at the same time, Dow was kind of like slowing down, and it actually touched a major level, but Russell and NQ didn't extend to the downside, so that's why I took those longs. So on this one I'm risk mitigated, and you know, I have my targets higher, so hopefully I can make some money. Right now I'm down for the day. I'm down probably with commissions. I could be down like maybe $100. But yeah, yesterday, so today and yesterday I missed the NQ shorts at the open, and man, those were the best trades. Like yesterday, it worked out yesterday, it worked out today beautifully. I just couldn't get on it.
Yeah. But I can feel like the Russell is a good long, in my opinion, in this situation right now.
It could be.
In this area.
Yeah, if it's gonna follow the others. Sometimes Russell is actually leading, so hopefully. I mean, I moved my target stop to break even +1. Because if it moves below like this consolidation, outside of this consolidation, I feel like it's just gonna continue lower.
Yeah.
The price. Because looking at daily, that could go a little bit lower. And also another thing is I was looking at capital flow. So it was kind of pointing
Like
that
the gold and dollar index.
Huh?
You were looking at the gold,
Gold and gold and
dollar index?
No, actually, bonds.
Bonds, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna post a screenshot. So I was looking at this. The two low the lower charts. One on actually it's ES bonds and ES gold. So bottom left and like middle, lower middle, you can see that they broke out outside of consolidation, like broke outside of consolidation, and Zero mentioned this this morning that they're buying gold. So that's what it looks like, that it broke out of this consolidation, and to me, like right now, it looks like it can come back to retouch, you know, to retest the consolidation, and then for possible continuation up. So we'll see. I mean, that's what I saw.
So what was like right here? I don't understand like 100% what like the arrows, the yellow arrows.
Yeah.
Like you were waiting for the retest of that area to go long.
Yeah, when Zero pointed that look at gold, that they're buying gold big. This morning he mentioned that big banks are buying gold, so I jumped to capital flow, and that's what I noticed that.
And what about the bonds? Like they
Bonds,
were.
I just noticed that because, you know, looking at capital flow, it just stands out that we had this little consolidation, we broke out, and so exactly the same price structure, price action as gold. Though, you know, we broke out of the, on gold, you can see it a lot better, the consolidation. Whereas bonds, you can still see it, like we moved up, down, and then we broke out of these, you know, like small consolidation. So it looks like, you know, just like normal price action, when we break out of a consolidation, usually price will come back to retest the breakout, and then we'll continue up.
This is 1 minute?
No, this is daily. The one I posted, that's daily.
Daily. Okay.
Yeah, because Zero said don't, you know, it's, you're not gonna see anything on like less than daily, maybe 4 hours. Excuse me. Maybe.
So based on that, you took the long.
No, maybe 4 hours. No, because I just no, I took the long because we're like slowing down and it's around London close. But really, the looks like it needs to go even lower. On gold, we're almost there. We're almost touching that. But bonds, they have a way to go. So feels like today, maybe it could still happen today.
Yeah.
No, Cosmo, check out what happened on Russell. See, I'm telling you, Russell.
Yeah, exactly. It's dragging the price down.
Yeah, Russell leads a lot. From what I've been watching, Russell leads. Not always, but a lot. So.
Yeah. And also the NQ, like I have a trend line. I've been doing a trend line, and we broke that trend line, and we just pulled back on the trend line. Like just for the context. So let me show you that. One second. You see this on the NQ?
Give me just a second. Yeah.
So we had a nice trend line,
Mm-hmm.
which is around here. We broke it. We came back. We tested it, and we are going down right now.
Yeah, I feel
So-
like we're gonna just continue going lower because looks like Russell might make new lows pretty soon. And if we make new lows on the Russell, then maybe other markets will follow, at least NQ. We might break out.
Exactly.
We might break out of this consolidation and to the downside. Or we could
Like, you
just,
see that?
our market could just be ranging, you know, like we could be stuck in this area, like all the markets. If you look at all the markets, we could be stuck in this this range, this area, waiting for, because now it's 1 hour till FOMC, so we might be stuck here.
Yeah. Like we have this kind of range around here. This big range.
Mm-hmm.
We have this low. So, like for example, this trend line. Let's say this is a trend line. In my opinion, this is a good place or area to think or to try shorts or longs. Maybe when this, for example, crosses this area, something like that. See that? See that extension? You can know when it extends, kind of like this to the tick all over them, as it's been restricted. Like just add it to the context. Like if you're looking for short, for example, you saw this breakout. Like if you're trading only price action, so this break 2 seconds of this below. So you're waiting for the pullback. You can take it here, or if you miss it.
Kazma, your mic is muffled.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah. No, I could hear you. It
Yeah.
was just muffled a little bit.
Okay. Okay. So something like that. As I say, like this is just for scalping. This is not for bigger structure of the market. Only for scalping. Like let's be honest. Like for example, if we came here and we break higher, we break this. Like you can play the continuation. Like you have a kind of a context. The first context is that you have a value area that will get broken. The second context is you have a trend line that is holding the price from both above and below. So in my opinion, playing this, because it was clear, kind of, let's be honest. This trend line, like it was clear. This is a clear trend line in my opinion. Oh yeah. But I won't try to play another one because this is the one that is on the actual context with this value zone. So trying to play the longs here is a bad idea in my opinion. Like if the price tries to go long above it, maybe play the continuation to the long side. Or if the market gives us another value area with a clear trend line or something like that. But this is only scalping the market, nothing to hold. Like this is not something you're gonna hold. This is just for scalping purposes. That's it. That's how I look at it.
I mean, yeah,
That's how I look at it.
the smaller the time frame, then you know, the smaller the stop and reward. You have to look at, you know, because you know, like markets are fractal. What happens on 5 seconds can happens on 1 minute, and what happens on 1 hour and daily. It's pretty much the same thing. It just You know that on daily or bigger time frame, a lot more money needs to enter the market. You know, a lot more money is needed to influence the price one way or the other. Whereas on smaller time frame, it doesn't take much. It could be even one guy, you know, with a lot of money, like so many lots, and they can push the price. And you know, like we're close to an area, somebody on NQ with 20 30 lots can push it up, even less probably, push it up to get the stops and then move it the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if it's true, but I know like Vchia, where I took the training, they said that there was one guy that was moving a lot of size, and he actually did that like when they were close, when the price was close to like a level. I don't know what instrument, but you know, they said that he could do that. He could flush it down or up to get the stops and then take it in the other way. Obviously in ES it's a lot harder than I mean everywhere you need a lot of money to do that, but
of course. Yeah, of course. Like even if the NQ is thinner, but like you have like other participants that have the same advantage as moving the market very quickly.
yeah,
So
I mean,
getting absorbed can be easy.
yeah,
like
people can reload, and you know, like NQ, when I measured my stops, then NQ to like 10-point stop with 5 contracts, it's twice as big. My stop money wise is twice as big as 10 contracts in ES with 2-point stop. So you know, that's like if somebody enters with a lot of size on NQ, you know, you can get a lot of slippage, and it can move really fast against you, and you can lose a lot of money. So there, you know, there is risk everywhere. It's not just somebody's gonna enter and move the market however they want, but even in NQ. But okay, I'm about to get stopped because looks like the market's gonna continue lower.
Yeah, I've been watching a guy, like he's kind of funny, to be honest. I don't know what. Let me just give me 1 second. I will search for his name. But he's trading kind of a very, very, very like not simple way, but yeah. Here is it. Is it the guy? Let me. This guy. This guy. He's called like he's called Simple Stone. This one. So he's like I feel he's only trading the, for example, the. You have a very strange strategy. Like for example, he put the price lines. For example, here. Whenever the price extends to a certain area, I don't know exactly how he use it, but he stay. For example, if prices like did this move up, he will start like buying around here. Or if the price, for example, moves up, he will start short for the price to go down. For example, here, like something very strange in my opinion. I don't know, like how to call it or something like that. But you can take a look, like just watch it for entertainment or something like that. Like he's talking about the volume profile, the order flow, things like everything is bullshit, etc. If you know the guy Trade Your Plan.
I think I've heard about him.
Yeah, so he made a series about the guy, like about what's going on and stuff. Like he's kind of sarcastic about him. Like he's telling you, for example, like what he's preaching is that why are you gonna wait for the market to do something in order to execute a trade? He says that like if you want to trade, why not go short here? Why not try to go short here? If you see what I mean. Like he says that it's obvious that you're gonna go long here, for example, because price is overly extended. He doesn't care like of the price action in between and stuff. Like you can see he will say, for example, in this situation, we have a big pocket here, for example. This let's say um how can I draw that? Is there a okay triangle? That's good. So he will say that, for example, if price goes down, he will start to buy until we reach this area. Then once the price will hit, for example, this will fill this pocket, for example, he will start to sell. And same thing, you can do it like, for example, he said he's not disclosing his strategy or something, but he's trading live using algos and stuff. Like whenever the price is overly extended, so if the price goes down, you will start to buy. Whenever you have this something like that, a hard move down, you start to buy because price can reverse at any time. Uh, I don't know, like something like that, for example, like waiting for the price to come at this area. You can start to buy. Like right now is a buy zone, for example. I don't know. Like who mentioned something about the pockets getting filled, something like that. Whenever there is a move, for example, down, it needs to get filled. Like right here, it didn't get filled here, so
Yeah,
you still
it's
have room.
normal price action. Like I think ICT or somebody else, smart money concepts. That's what they teach. You know, after this move, it should get retested and then continuation stuff like that. So it's all.
Like right now, we have those two areas to get like filled. We have here and we have here. We filled this one. This one is filled. We also filled this one. So we have three areas right now to fill. We have this one and this one and this one. So price need to go and fill all over them. As this is, for example, this as an example, this is the bigger bucket that didn't got filled. So there is for example, a good probability that this price is a very good price in this area. Like regarding what pockets got filled and what didn't, like in this price action, for example, just from those triangles and those pockets. Like we need to fill this pocket first, then fill this pocket first, then fill this pocket first in order to know where to go, for example, or something like that. I don't know. But it was like if you want, like just take a look at this guy. He talks about the volume profile. Like he's very sarcastic about like the low volume nodes and high volume nodes, and you see the rotation and stuff. You see that? So this guy is a volume profile trader. Like he's teaching people about volume profile. He's telling that this is a high volume node. You see it, Peter? You watch?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he said like this is a rotational point. We have aggressive selling. Then we need the pullback to go short. So the guy is against this system. Like what he says, I don't care. Like as long as we broke this area, I'm gonna go short, then cover later, something like that, because we are maybe overly extended or something. Like he's not preaching like retesting the high volume node and then go short. He said that it doesn't make sense. Like he wants to be with those people. Like he said, I want to be with the people that move the market.
Yes, but
With here, like
it looks good on on the chart when it happens, but when it's about to happen, you can lose a lot of money trying to go for those breakouts. That's what I've noticed. because market will give you, like, if there is an obvious area to break out, it's never very clean. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's not as easy as, you know, everything looks easy. Everything looks easy on the chart when it happens, but in real life, it's never that easy. Alright, Cosmo, I gotta.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna. Yeah, Cosmo, I'm gonna go. I gotta get do some stuff before, and we'll try. I mean,
Okay,
not
go
try,
ahead.
but I want to be back for FOMC. So I wanna.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
okay.
wanna get
Okay,
some
see you, man.
stuff done. Oh shit! Now it's moving. It stopped me out
Perfect. Yeah.
because I moved my stop to break even and a little bit, and it just moved down, and it's probably now gonna hit my other targets. That's what it looks like.
Okay. I'm so now it's kind of reclaiming those zones. So yeah,
Yeah.
feel the first thing and stuff. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
shit. Wouldn't hit my second target yet, but it's very close.
His strategy is working. They are filling the pockets.
Alright, Cosmo.
Damn.
I'll
See
talk
you,
to
man.
you. I'll talk to you. Are you gonna be here
Yeah,
for
like
FOMC?
when in 1 hour, I think, in the 40 minutes,
No,
39
actually,
minutes,
no,
1 hour.
FOMC 1 o'clock, so 40 minutes.
Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, see you, man.
Okay,
See you then.
see ya.
Yeah, bye bye.
Alright, bye. Are you fucking serious? Miałem 2 punkty.